Welcome to the Stories That Sparkle. I'm Hella Rader. In early June, I loaded up my equipment and drove to Hillsdale, New York to meet up with an old friend of mine, Joanna. The last time we saw each other was 16 years ago when we both lived in New York City. But from the way we launched right into our raucous conversation and finished each other's sentences, you would think we hang out pretty much every day. Anyways, Joanna has lived at least 4 or maybe 5 different lives, and while we get into some of that, we mostly focus on the Upper Shire, a magical campsite she and her partner Barbara built from scratch. Joanna, aka Backroad Joe, may live in the rolling hills of the Hudson Valley, but trust me, she is definitely still punk rock on the inside, and she made it so easy for me to laugh at the technical glitches that came up during this true on-the-road recording session. This one is a lot of fun, and I invite you to get comfortable, sit back, and listen in. I'm Hella Rader. With a good sense of humor, an open heart, and an open mind, I love to explore the very human complexities in others and in myself. That's why I created a space for women you have never heard of and could easily pass on the street to share in their own voices the intricacies of starting over in life, building community, inhabiting their bodies, and more. Welcome to our Disco Ball, the stories that sparkle. And here we are at the, oh my God, I love this. This is the new way of podcasting.
On a couch?
Just lay down like you're in the shrink's office.
Yeah, I was gonna get on the bed before and you could have had this. We could still do that. It's like flat on my back. Staring at the rafters.
Right? This is the kind of day we're having, Joanna and I already. We're very comfortable with each other. And I love that because we haven't seen each other in what, Joanna? Like
10 years?
15 years. Or maybe 16.
It's been a while. It's been a spell.
It's been a spell.
Yeah.
It's been a spell. The last time we were around each other was when Ruth and I were doing the Hella Fabulous show on East Village Radio.
Yeah, and I would barge in.
Yes, that's right.
I would just basically be like, I want to be your Robin to your Howard Stern and barge in.
That's right, because we were on the storefront studio.
Yeah, and I don't even remember, like, what would we take calls or? Like...
Oh yeah, we were big in Australia. We had lots of fans in Australia.
It's like we were big in Japan.
Yeah, we were big in Australia.
Oh my God.
It was hilarious.
But I hung out with Ruth in Brooklyn a few times at her loft apartment.
Yeah, because she was in Fort Greene too.
Yeah, but I don't remember seeing you outside of the studio too much.
No, I was in a weird place. But then that's pretty typical for me.
Yeah.
I'm always in some sort of weird place, it seems. Actually, you know what? Right now, I'm not in a weird place. I'm in a really good place.
Good.
But in that era, the New York City era, I was in a weird place.
Yeah, the 5 martini a night PR. Life number 4 for me. Oh God, I'm so glad it's over.
Yes.
Oof.
Well, so we're here at in the Upper Shire.
Yes.
Right, in Hillsdale, New York.
That's correct.
And you're on a place called Hip Camp.
Yes.
Right?
It's basically the Airbnb for camping. It's huge.
It's really, I'm not a camper, so
Neither am I.
I'd never heard of, I just have a campsite. I don't camp.
I went to summer camp, but I don't go camping.
Right, yeah.
So I wanted to make this more like a New England summer camp.
Oh, you know what? Now that you say that, I'm like, what's the vibe I've been feeling? And that's exactly the vibe I've been feeling.
Yeah.
I just didn't have I didn't have my finger on it.
Yeah, I used to go to Camp Jewel, which is right over in, I think it's near Colebrook, which is at the border of like New York and Mass. And I think I kissed my first girl there.
Aww.
Her name was
at camp.
Giovanna and Joanna.
Oh, wow, that's
weird.
A combo.
Yeah, we don't need to go into that too much, but
Let's not talk about that.
So that deep feeling,
right?
Now being out,
right?
You know, as a full-grown lesbian,
right?
It's all full circle for me.
Right, but you're like, I'm back at literally the campsite.
The camp.
Which was very campy back in the day.
It had a log cabin, it had an A-frame, it had a lake.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you always know that you were a lesbian? Sorry, random tangent.
In and out, yes.
Really?
Yeah, no, I started off being very athletic and a tomboy, and had a few, shall we say, dalliances.
Right.
But then I think my family kind of knew that and steered me towards boys.
Got it. They were like, redirect.
But I only dated really pretty boys.
Right.
That were clearly straight, but they were very pretty, kind of like Rob Lowe-ish.
Got it.
And
yes.
And I think that was my own denial, you know.
Oh,
so
interesting.
finally, I just at one point in New York City was like, yeah, fuck this shit.
Yeah, screw that.
I'm gonna go for it.
I love that.
I've been happy ever since.
Aw, I love that.
I've got my New England campsite.
I know, it's really, so we did like the speed round catch up.
Yeah.
Out on the Adirondack chairs.
Yes.
Which was delightful. And so I just want to give a little bit of backstory in terms of like how you ended up in Hillsdale, New York.
Yes.
After being in New York City. Because we were talking about those moments when you're in the city and you're like, what am I doing in this city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The moment when I said I do not want to climb subway stairs when I'm 50. It was a little bit, let's see, I've been up here, I think 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be 60 in October. So I've always kind of done what my gut tells me to do, you know?
Interesting, yes.
So
is that something that you, like, did you always do that? Or is that something that you got more comfortable doing as you got older? Or was that even something like when you were younger that you were pretty attuned to?
I was pretty attuned to it when I was young, but now it's a lot of kismet. You know, it's like, oh, I want to return to nature. Boom, I'm in nature.
Whoa! Yeah. So you're a manifesting fool.
Yes.
Basically, you're a master manifester.
Yes.
You're like, I think it happens.
I'm the kind of maniac that will go into Photoshop. It's called AI now. But, But for years, I would create something that I wanted in Photoshop, and that was my form of manifestation. Wow. But none of this would be possible if it weren't for my partner, Barbara.
Right.
Pascal. Barbara Olson Pascal. She made it possible. I'm the fool who's like, oh, in this lot we're going to have an A-frame by the pond, or oh, there's going to be an Airstream in this corner, and I'm going to build this platform, and well, I didn't build it, and oh, we need a shower house, and oh, gravel on the driveway. So now it's like, it's this close to being a development.
Right. So like we've basically got a development going here.
Yeah, but we fell into this piece of property by luck, and I'll never forget the first day we came up here. We had just gotten a Kubota tractor, and it's pretty big. I forgot the size of it, but it's pretty big. I mean, the tires come up to my shoulders.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So and
you're not like a short person in that sense. No. I mean, you're a tall woman.
Yeah, we have way too many vehicles down at the house. I'll show you later.
Oh my gosh.
That's part of living in the country. It's like, oh, I need that, I need this, I need that.
Now I need
this contraption. Why do I have 4 garden tractors and a giant tractor and 5 cars, 2 campers, 3 campers? You know, it's like, why?
Right.
But you just have all this space up here, and you collect stuff in nature, then you have to maintain it all, and it's a full-time thing, but it calms me. It makes me happy. And going back to Barbara, she made this all possible.
So you had this moment where you're in New York, you're like, I'm not hiking up these subway stairs when I'm 50. Like, that's just not a thing.
Yeah.
Not happening.
No. And Barbara said, we were dating at the time, and Barbara said, I want to go look at land upstate. And I was like, oh, I want to go with you. I want to go look at land.
Right.
And then she was like, I want to buy a house with land around it. And I was like, oh, that sounds exciting. I know this town. It's called Hillsdale, New York. And we came up here. And I don't know if you've been to Hillsdale before, to the Hamlet. It looks like a set from the 1800s. I mean, a movie set from some Civil War movie. Like, it boomed in the 1800s, and then boom, nothing happened after that.
Wow.
Yeah. So
wow.
It's like, some stuff's older than that. It's the history around here. It's very Dutch. It's very English.
Got it.
Rensselaers settled a lot of the land up here. They were Dutch. The English came in after the Revolutionary War, blah, blah, blah. And then there was the borderline of Massachusetts and New York. Kept going back and forth. At one time, Hillsdale was in Massachusetts.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, where I live in Winchester, Virginia, like that, differently, but that town changed hands, I believe it's 70 times during the Civil War.
Yeah.
It's like in this weird spot, like that was like basically in the middle.
Oh, we're Confederate. Oh, we're Union.
Yeah,
oh, we're
right.
Confederate.
It was like back and forth and back
Yeah.
and forth because like it was just in this strategic spot.
Yeah.
Relative to like the positioning or whatever of your peoples to fight the other peoples.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an interesting the switching of places.
Yeah, this was once called Nobletown, exactly where we are.
Nobletown.
Yeah, it's some guy, I think John Noble, like owned land, but it was a lot of people squatting on it. Yeah, because it was a no man's land. It wasn't. And then at one point, like Massachusetts, like, oh, New York, you can have that, and we don't feel like chasing criminals and horse thieves over the Taconic Ridge, which is that mountain range right there.
Oh, right.
So they were just like, boom, they stopped Massachusetts right there.
They're like, wait, it's too much hassle.
We're not going down that
We're
hill.
just not doing that.
That's too much.
We don't want to ride our horses that
It literally
far.
drops. You know,
Wow.
the Taconic Ridge, it drops, and then there's the town of like Millerton, Ankrum, Copake, and Hillsdale that are all pushed up against this ridge. So you get a microclimate here in the winter. It's kind of
Well, we're in a very like mirroring sort of place where I live. It's it's at the Blue Ridge Mountains, but we're in the valley between two ridges of that. So yeah, we get often like different it's like snowing where I am, and there's nothing on the other side of that ridge.
Exactly. That
Kind of
happens
vibes.
here. It's like, we have friends in Hudson, and they're like, come on over. And we're like, there's 6 inches of snow on the ground. They're
Right.
like, there's nothing here. It's
Like-
literally 20 minutes that way.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I love it up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do this because
That sounds good.
it sounds better.
Sounds professional.
It sounds much more professional, and for whatever reason, my guests always sound great. I never can figure it out. So I'm going to work on this when I get home.
I think you should have off your headphones a little piece of metal that comes down in front
Yes.
with the microphone.
I need the assistance method for the lavalier.
Or the old jet pilot, like from the side. Clearing on runway 5.
Hella incoming.
Incoming.
There's a hella incoming. We need to clear the decks.
I feel bad for airports and airlines today. Oof.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with that.
Life number 4, I worked for...
Wait, what?
Yeah, I call it, my 5 lives.
Okay, so can we go through the 5 lives?
Sure.
Like rapid fire. So what was life number 1?
I'd say art school in New York City.
Okay.
Let's go back to high school. There was that. There was, Joanna, what are you doing? You're engaged at the age of 21 right out of high school.
Wait, you were engaged at 21?
Well, I graduated at 18, and then the next thing I knew, I was moving in with somebody, and I was engaged, and I hadn't really had a lot of time out of college and
Right.
formative, like, I'm single, and I graduated. It's like, I went right into this like kind of relationship that was pretty much like being married and to an older person, and it had its ups and downs, and I lived in D.C. for that. So that's really, yeah. I lived in Washington D.C. for 11 years.
What? How?
Yeah,
What?
I know.
Oh my gosh.
And then after that, there was the, I'm gonna just travel and see the world, and then after that, I worked for Virgin Atlantic Airlines, and I really did travel and see the world.
Okay, so what were you doing for Virgin Atlantic?
I was in the PR and marketing department. When you've got a separate episode and you want to hear about that,
Right.
Like that was
Like
fun.
just that life.
I flew to
That's life number 3.
that
or
yeah,
2.
I guess it's 2 going into 3.
So DC was life number 1. No,
pre
Right.
art school. Let's call it high school art school.
All right, okay. That's right. That's life number 1. Mm-hmm.
And then engaged at the end of life number 1, and then
Right.
for 10 years was in that, and then that ended, and I left DC, and I went back to New York, and lived on Flower Row in a tiny apartment. Tried to get back my New York life.
Right.
You
Not
know.
an easy task.
No,
Once you leave New York, to go back is not easy.
It's just as hard to re-enter just to take off.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So there was that, and then where were we? New York.
Yeah. So So you did life number 1, high school art school.
Yeah.
Then life number 2 was DC.
Yeah.
Engaged DC.
Yeah.
And then life number 3 is back in New York.
Back in New York, single.
Right.
Yeah. Starting over.
Oh boy.
Trying to work at PR firms and whatnot.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Because when was 9/11? I worked at Virgin Atlantic during 9/11. And I'll never forget walking into the headquarters in Norwalk, Connecticut. I was early for once.
Right.
Unheard of.
Right. They're like, what's going on with her today?
Yeah, my boss was like peeping out of his office. He's like, what is she doing here at 8 o'clock? Anyways, and I'm walking down the hallway. The TV was on in one office, and the first plane had flown into a tower. And you work at an airline, and I just looked at my boss, and we looked at each other like, we got to find out if that's a Virgin Atlantic. We don't know what's happening. So, yeah, that was traumatic. So many traumatic moments in my life, but that one was like working at an airline when the plane flew into the towers. You thought, like, at that time, like, well, how's the world going to operate? You know, we're going to ground flights for 4 days. You know, I don't know if you remember, nobody could fly in or out.
No, there was nothing. And even, and I mean, I was I lived in the East Village. At that time, or what? Yeah, and yet everything was just shut. Like there was no movement of vehicles from 14th Street down.
No, it was creepy.
It was like cut off, and like I remember being on the like West Side, East Side highways, and there's just nobody except military like Humvee type cars.
There were all kinds of rumors even at that time of like the traffic going from the island of Manhattan up into the Bronx, bringing stuff that they didn't want the public to see. Bodies. Remnants, identifying bodies. Not a happy topic. We're in a good place.
Yeah, we've come a long way, but no,
Let's
but
get
that
out
was
of that life.
Yeah, that life
jump
was,
out of it.
We want out of this life.
But
that was a crazy time for sure. Yes. So you're okay. So, but like,
I always say to Barb, I don't mean to interrupt, but
go ahead.
I've lived through AIDS in the city when I went to art school. That was horrific because people were not getting the medical care that they should have been getting, and I think a lot of people died unnecessarily. I don't guess. It happened around me. So that was depressing. So there was AIDS, there was 9/11, and then, well, there was the pandemic. That's another massive one. These were life-changing things, and I said to Barb, like, I don't know if I know anybody else. Like, well, you have to be in my age group that's like been in the middle of all these things.
Right. Yeah.
It's insane.
I think 9/11 was the turning point when I knew, like, I don't know that I'm going to be in New York forever. I thought before that, I thought I would never leave.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I thought about leaving, but it took another, 10 years almost.
Yeah.
But I think that was probably when it first occurred to me that, I don't know about this, but yeah.
Well, 9/11 happened on my re-entry back into New York.
Wow, you're like, right. Yeah. So life number 3 starting off not great. But you lived in the city, but the office was in Norwalk, Connecticut?
No, I lived in Norwalk, Connecticut. I moved back to the city, but then I went to Norwalk, Connecticut because my friend had this great apartment that she wanted to sublet. Why not? It's a 50-minute train ride into the city. I'll go live in South Norwalk. But I ended up getting a job at Virgin Atlantic. Again, I pretty much pushed my way in.
Right. So, and then now you're like really flying all over the world.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It was, well, no, after 9/11 and the grounded flights, it's funny, my boss said, we need people to get on a plane and fly to England. Nobody's flying, kind of like today. And I was like, I'll go.
Right.
Because everybody was afraid after that.
Sure.
So my friend Frampton Tolbert and I got on the plane, and it was empty, and we were in upper class, and we got the full treatment, flew to England to see some friends, and kept doing that, and went all over the place. Saw a lot of the world, but
wow.
That ended.
Right. So that ended.
Yeah, that didn't last long. Me in the corporate world.
Yeah. So so this is what I was like. I think we kind of have probably a lot of crossover here.
Yes.
I fought that for a long time.
Yeah.
Like I think I was trying, not that I was necessarily in the corporate world like in the typical sense,
Yeah.
most of I just job hopped a lot because I was like, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. And I was
Yeah.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I learned a skill in each of those jobs.
Yeah.
For sure that I use even now today. But I was trying to squeeze this square peg into all the round holes
Same here.
for like 2 decades.
Until you become a Jane of all trades.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not an expert in
master of
anything.
none.
Yes. I'm not an expert in anything, but I can do everything.
Right.
I mean, you just put me in front of a thing and I'll figure it out and I'll do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. I'll like maybe glance at a quick YouTube or something.
Sure, watch the YouTube video.
I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do that. No
Building a
problem.
foundation.
Yeah, I'll just pour some concrete.
Yeah.
No problem.
Figure it out. Fix a car.
So then life number 4 was after that, after Virgin
Leaving.
Atlantic.
Yeah. Well, that was like, being in the city. And then I went through 2 traumatic episodes back to back. My mother had an aneurysm and then she passed away.
Oh, wow.
And in the meantime, my partner, who I was with at that time, took her own life. That was right after your radio show. Like we weren't we weren't hanging out, or I wasn't doing the radio show. That happened in like 2011 and then 2014 back to back. So I was just like,
Oh my God, that's put you in a tailspin.
yeah. That's when I told you I just wanted to ride my bike.
That's right.
And
That's
I didn't
right.
want to date anybody or do anything. Kind of went into this like weird zone. But I slowly came out of it. And then I met Barbara, proposed this thing about upstate, and I was like, I'm all in. And it wasn't as smooth as that. But,
Right.
I mean, there were hiccups along the way, but now we are here, and we have 30 acres of land
It's amazing.
in Hillsdale and this magical place, the Upper Shire. So now I just have to look forward to being buried up here.
Well, that took a dark turn.
No, it's realistic.
No, I
it's
know.
like I know how many years I've got left of like being upright and physical.
Oh my God, you're hilarious.
I think I'll be sharp,
Right.
but I'll be like a head in a bed. It's like
Like I'm living in my head,
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
because the rest of me
you
is
can
not
talk to
functioning.
me, but I can't walk anymore. It's like, but when that day comes, when we go across wherever we're going,
Right, the Rainbow Bridge.
yeah, that's for dogs. But
Oh, sorry.
and gays.
Oh,
so
okay.
I guess I do get the Rainbow
Apparently.
Bridge.
I don't know. I'm German, okay?
Yeah.
English is my second language.
That's okay.
And I have weird phrases stuck in my brain that
You did not make a mistake there.
I pop them out and then
Yeah.
I find them entertaining because I get them I'm like on the right track and then slightly
Yeah.
off askew.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Let's just say the escalator to the astral plane.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
that. Right,
that's
so
where I'll-
when you cross over to the other worlds
Yeah.
and then watch over us all from there.
I gotta say, I recently am starting to believe that we don't stay up there and watch over.
Oh, okay. What?
We get reborn.
Okay, I want to hear more about this.
Well, I just think that we're like, imagine you're a microchip. Mm-hmm. And somebody pulls you out of the phone or out of the computer. Mm-hmm. You are the microchip. And then they put you in another one.
Right.
And then they put you in another one.
Oh, interesting.
And then they put you in another one. That is the human, like we are the microchip, but we just keep coming down in a new blob of skin.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get with that.
Yeah, and we know microchips didn't exist centuries ago, so
Right.
we call it a soul. It's just, I think it's a Buddhist thing I read about recently, and it makes sense to me.
So would you say that between your manifesting and the microchips, do you feel like you're a spirit? Would you call yourself a spiritual person or woo or any of those things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with that.
I thought I was, born to live in the woods. When I was young, I would make things out of sticks. That weird feral child, and the other kids would be like, "Hey, we're gonna go watch the Brady Bunch," and I'd be like, "I'm building this tree fort.
I'm busy right now.
I'm making a teepee."
Just from an early age, just you and nature had a thing.
And
You
fort
wanted to
building.
be outside. Mhm.
Yeah, I wanted to be outside, even if it's cold, and I have the right Swedish anorak coat with fur, fake
Right.
fur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like being outside. I like to be out in the winter. I like to ski now and then if my knee can handle it. Yeah, I mean, I used to be much more athletic, so being outdoors would be easier for me. These days I walk. We walked the paths.
Yes.
You know, I do that every day.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm a big walker.
Yeah.
Like anyone who follows me anywhere on anything I do, Instagram vibes, whatever, or has listened to any episodes knows that is my go-to.
Yeah.
Like my mental health regimen, whatever, is
It's
a walk.
good for you.
Yeah, like every day at least once.
Yeah.
When I'm at home for sure. Like, and that's what I got to work out because I'm going to be on the road a lot more.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing, you know, I haven't really done a walk since I got up north.
Yeah.
Last Wednesday, and I can tell.
Were you breathing heavy at the top of the Shire?
No, like my mental state.
Oh, okay.
Like physically fine.
Yeah.
But my mental state and my emotional state, not terrible, but I can like, oh, that's what's been different. Not that that's the cure-all,
Yeah.
right? But I'm like, oh, right, I haven't done my routine of taking my daily 30-minute minimum walk.
Yes.
And maybe a second one if I really need it.
Yes.
To clear my head, just be outdoors.
You need that vitamin D.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if it's cloudy, partially cloudy, you know, I don't want to get like, you know, suspect moles and skin cancer being out in the sun all the time.
Right.
But I think 30 minutes of sun, if it's out a day, completely changes you.
Yeah. No, I mean, even like those days when it rains and I'm not outside for my walk, I can feel the difference.
Yeah.
Like I start getting a little stir crazy, you know, not okay, crazy thoughts, not crazy, but like just running thoughts, too many thoughts, lots of thoughts, right? And when I go for a walk, they kind of just disappear. They calm down.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I find it hard when I'm not up here and I'm kind of calm. If I'm down in the hamlet and I have to talk to somebody these days, I have a hard time making eye contact. And I used to be a PR professional.
Right.
That's my job is to make eye contact.
Right,
like we are right now.
Right.
But I mean, sometimes I find myself doing this.
Where you're like, how far over can I look?
When is this conversation
Like, when
over?
is this over? Right.
like down there, you know? Like
Is that because you spend a lot of time here on the property and you're just not around? Yeah. I relate to when you're spending that much time, you know, with yourself and doing things, you know, doing a lot of different things.
Yeah,
it's
up
hard.
here it could be like, I have friends and I'll see them daily.
Sure.
And I love that because it takes me out of that universe.
Yes.
It takes me out of the Upper Shire brain. You know, it's like, and, you know, I have to like go on a walk with them, you know, plan a car show, play on the jungle gym, whatever we do, go to the diner. These things, in like if you break up the day into thirds and you spend a third of it doing that, that feels great.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to borrow that.
Yeah, you know, you have your morning routine. My dogs, the German short-haired pointers, they thrive on a routine.
Right.
If you break the routine, there will be some kind of hissy fit or hysteria. We all have a routine.
Right.
The two dogs and I every day. Like today, they probably won't see me until 4, and that's okay. I get that window pillow, like that cushion rather, and they'll be a little bit forgiving that I'm down there at 4.
Right. Right.
But they know where I go. They know, and sometimes they come up here with me.
Interesting.
Like Freya's out in the yard right now, hopefully laying in the sun in the front, and the puppy's in the house.
I was talking to someone else about this because they moved a lot, and she was saying that, you know, one of the ways she was able to do that is by finding a routine and maintaining that routine wherever she was. And I was like, right, that's a mental note. And so these are all like, because I'm taking this month-long driving tour. And so these are all like little practice runs, it feels like, of like, you know, like each time I'm learning a new piece of what I need to build in when I do that to maintain my mental health, basically, and my spiritual connections, you know, to myself so that I can be present with the people I'm staying with or visiting with or talking
and relax.
to. And chill vibes.
And chill.
Yeah, because, I mean, otherwise it starts getting a little zany.
Yeah, I'm no good at like big galas that I used to go to a lot of them in this city.
Right.
And I went to one recently here last weekend. It was a pride thing that happened at this like mansion in the Berkshires. And at the first 5 minutes, it's like I have to soothe myself. Like, oh, I'm around 400 people. I don't even know where to look or what to say or how to. But Barbara was there with me, and it's always good to like just, I don't know, grab her hand and say like, let's make a plan. We're gonna go stand in line for a drink. We're gonna talk to so and so. We're gonna get a pizza. You know, it's like you make this plan, and then there's structure. I get through it.
Right.
Then there comes a moment where like, we're done. Let's go.
Right. I'm over. I've hit the wall.
I've hit the wall. I want to be with the dogs.
Right.
And I think that's part of getting older.
Well, I wonder, because I think like there was always a part of me that was like that. I just pushed through it in a way that I'm no longer willing to push through in the same kind of way, right? Like I'm more inclined to take care of myself.
Yeah.
Not perfectly, and sometimes I don't, and then I'm always like, dang it.
Yeah.
I knew that, you know.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I'm just uncomfortable and I'll overstep a line of someone else's.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm like, dang it. And it's fine. I mean, we're all going to do that. But
there's just one thing I wish I didn't spend so much time doing. And that's being on my phone with the internet. Like,
yeah.
Well, two reasons. To promote this place and get it booked. Right. That's part of my work in the morning. But the other part is what's going on in the world.
Right.
It's like I always feel like, don't look at the phone for like 2 hours. Nothing's gonna happen. Oh shit, something happened.
Right.
Like we're now saying to each other, Barbara, like what happened today?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I didn't put the news on. And
Right.
then we're those people now at night where it's like, oh, let's just check out 10 minutes of the news. And it's 3 a.m. I'm still watching the news.
Right. You're like, turn it off. Turn it off.
God, it's like a drug.
No, I know. Well, it's interesting like that you say that about the work thing, because that's part of what I'm realizing has been why I was doing this absent-minded being on my phone thing, because, you know, now that I'm a one-stop shop self-proprietor or whatever, and I'm doing all these different projects, you know, I get to get the word out.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise, you know, I mean, I'm still finding my way. Like, how do I do that in
Yeah.
a way that's both genuine to who I am, reflects me and my values, and also is sustainable, right? Like for me, like, because I, you know, I don't want to flame out on the one hand, but I also want to be consistent and do it. You know, it's a job. It's my job.
I find my best ideas and brain juice, if you want to call it that, happen between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m.
Me too. I'm a morning person.
After that, I could drive the zero turn around the property, or like I could do manual things, but the smart stuff happens between 7 a.m. and 10.
Typically, I record with people in the mornings.
Yeah.
Because I'm better, sharper, whatever.
Yeah.
In the like before noon. I mean, I can do it in the afternoons, but I've noticed that. Like, I definitely do better in the early part of the day myself.
Well, we're lucky that we had the Upper Shire to meet and get into that. You know, we took our walk.
We did. We took a walk. We had
talked.
Lovely chit chats in the pond. Oh, it's really gorgeous. I'm so happy for you.
I'm happy to be here.
I mean, it's
and
gorgeous.
to have this. Again, I wouldn't have it if it wasn't for Barbara, and I'm happy that you're happy here.
Yeah.
And you know what makes me really happy?
What?
5-star reviews.
Oh. Okay, everybody. So when you go to Hip Camp,
No.
When they go to Hip Camp and they look up what, Upper Shire?
Yeah.
Okay, go to Hip Camp, look up Upper
If
Shire.
I get a 4.8, I like get maudlin and sad for like 3 days. I'm like, what did I do wrong?
What was that point to?
What happened? But yeah, Barb's kind of taught me to like not get hung up on that stuff. But I do get happiness from people enjoying being here. It's like sharing the open space, the land.
Right.
It goes back to being a kid and being able to go to Camp Jewel.
Right.
Over there and.
Well, because on the video that's up on Hip Camp.
Yeah.
So by the way, everybody go to Hip Camp, check it out. Upper Shire. I'll put all the links.
Yeah, we're on
places.
Instagram. That's where that video is.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'll put all the links to all the things.
Cool.
The thing that stood out to me was the two of you talking about, like, you know, making the land accessible and available to anybody.
Exactly.
Really, and to come enjoy.
Yeah.
Which I think is really beautiful, because that's often, you know, it's behind a wall or a fence or a such and such or a gate, and you can't get there.
There's just a chain link.
Yeah, which I've totally infiltrated.
Which you infiltrated.
I'm like, I pull up. Okay, just so everybody knows, this was really funny. So I pull up and I'm like, there's a chain across the drive.
What do I do?
What do I do? Yeah. Do I wait for her? Am I supposed to wait? Like, I'm not sure. Do I wait? So I get out. I'm like, let me examine the chain. I'm like, oh, I can unclip it over here. So I did, and I just drove in. Yeah, and I was like, I'm like, wait, I just infiltrated. I don't know if where am I supposed to go? It was funny.
I saw you were right ahead of me, so I was aware. And
like, I see her. What's she doing over there?
Like, Hella doesn't know where she's going. I'm just gonna yell to her. Yeah, I mean, we've had up here some guests that like just have a ball.
Because in the beginning, it was just, you had these clearings.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was just tents. And
it was just people could come with their tents.
And their RV or their
camper and set up and like hang out for however long.
Yeah, they were cleared meadows. 5 of them. There wasn't all this like, idyllic camp structures. You know, that like I somehow got out of control and made happen, manifested as, yeah. And now it's like Disney World, you know. It's like there's a place in Wisconsin called Camp Wanawanga. I always mispronounce it. These 2 creatives from advertising bought this old camp near a lake, and they did that. They made it like this incredible magical place, and I follow them, and that's the spirit. Because one of the partners went to camp there as a kid.
Got it.
So it was like, let's say I win Powerball tonight, and I go by Camp Jewel, where I went as a kid, which is an hour from here. You'll probably pass it on the way home. You could if you wanted to. If I bought that, yeah, I would make it an adult, like, nothing against kids.
Right.
But I'd make it an adult place with like, you know, where adults can get away for the weekend and experience.
And be adult. You can't.
Be child.
Be a child like adult.
Be a child. Adult.
Yeah, but so I mean, I think like really like, I think we spent a lot, I mean, I certainly have spent a lot of my life, pushing down the little kid in me. And there's the little wounded kid in me, of course, which is different because when that starts acting up, it's a whole other ball game. But the like playful, fun-loving, tree climbing kid in me that's still very much alive and well. Oh yeah. That maybe too often got told no, like don't do that, don't do that, don't do that.
Don't touch that turtle.
Whatever you do, don't go run around. Like, and so like really letting that loose and like being in a camp or up here on the Upper Shire. I mean, it's delightful.
Yeah.
It's like just beautiful. It's so simple too.
Yeah. Sometimes guests will ask Barbara and I if we want to come up and join them at their campfire. And we have regulars, and we do that. We'll come up and hang out with them. And I had my friend Gray here a couple weeks ago, and they stayed in this cabin. Right. And we sat out right here at this fire pit and enjoyed a fire. And I was just like, man, why don't I do this more often?
Right.
Like, I'm not up here at night. That nighttime is a completely different experience. Full moon, stars, amazing. Right. Another outlet. I just feel free. Today I was like, do I want a teepee? Is that right or wrong?
The question is, do I want a teepee? I love it. So you when you started, you had 5 open meadow spaces. Yeah. People would come with their campers, tents, whatever, RVs. Yeah. And camp out.
Yeah, we had to clear those spots because it was all the goldenrod was like 6 feet high.
That's right.
So the first person to come up here was a friend of mine named Rich Briggs. He's the highway department guy here in town. He was fire chief. He came up here with I'd never heard of a brush hog. I have one now, but he had a brush hog. And I rode on a garden tractor and showed him where I wanted him to make these trails. So he initially carved out the original trails. Oh, wow. And I have photos. They've changed. Right. And I'm a big fan of who's the guy that designed Central Park? He's famous, and he designed Rockwell Park and Malcolm X Park. Anyways, I just went with, I'm gonna make this series of pathways that lead you to another magical meadow.
I love it.
And I said to Barb, I think I missed my calling. I should have been a park designer or something.
Well, I mean, it's gorgeous. I mean, where you have the walk, where you've mowed down to like the trails.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful, and you've left so much of it, though, like goldenrod. I mean, I've never seen so much goldenrod. In the best possible way. I'm like, what?
Everybody lives in it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, what? It's amazing.
All the insects, the birds, the butterflies, the bunnies, everybody's up here. I hung out one day with a fox for 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh, you're like the nature whisperer.
Yeah. Although I was on a mower. You would think a mower would scare an animal like that. No, the fox came right up to it. And the fox was like, hey, do you mind if I just hunt some mice right over here? And I turned the mower off. I was like, go ahead. I sat in a chair and watched the fox for 30 minutes.
That's incredible.
I'm not going to have that kind of experience again.
No.
Bobcat with her kits, same thing. It's magical.
That is magical.
I sound like an old fucking hippie. This punk rocker.
I know that is
like
actually
an old hippie.
Okay, that part is funny. The punk rocker turned fox whisperer.
Yeah, I think it's full circle.
That is full circle. Yeah.
Enough about me.
So, so now the Upper Shire has several structures.
Yes.
There's a tent on a platform.
Yeah, a bell tent.
A bell tent.
Yeah.
Then there's an A-frame.
The A-frame cabin, which is magical, sublime, and stunning.
Beautiful.
People just want to be in it.
Yeah, I mean, we sat in there and I was like, I don't want to leave. I'd like to not leave. Thank you very much. How do I put a little kitchen in here and just, I'm squatting now.
Okay.
Can't get rid of me.
Hella, I would love that.
Yeah, I'm going to squat in the A-frame.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
we'll
taking
build you
over.
an outdoor kitchen. You can just move up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking notes.
Yeah.
Making plans.
Yeah.
Then we're sitting right now in the latest. Oh, you have a couple of Airstreams.
I have one Airstream up here. I have two. I have another Airstream at my house that.
Oh, right, that you're working on, right? Quote unquote.
Yeah, and then there's a Holiday Rambler.
Oh
which
boy,
is a big camper that we purchased those two projects during the pandemic, and they're still projects because these projects took over.
Yeah. But we're now sitting in the latest edition.
Yes, the log cabin.
The log cabin, which is amazing. So I just want to explain I'm going to take a couple of pictures so that people can see it. But essentially, it was built by an Amish man.
Yeah.
Right?
An Amish man.
An Amish man.
Yeah, an Amish builder, yeah.
An Amish builder man.
Yeah, a builder man. Out in Warren, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
6 hours away. It's like under Johnstown, New York, I think.
Okay.
So it's almost in that far corner of New York. It's right below the border in Pennsylvania.
Got it.
Far.
Very far.
Yeah.
So, okay. So
ask me why I had a cabin built that far away.
Yeah, why?
It was less expensive.
Right. You're like, that was not expensive compared to
here.
Right.
Like, there's Amish here, and they're outside of Albany, but they're like almost twice as much.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit of an Amish price war situation going on.
Sure.
Huh.
Plus, I liked his style.
Yeah, it's really quite lovely.
Yeah, and then he was willing to stain it black for me.
Right.
Which is a big no-no, like, for a log cabin. It's like...
Right. You went rogue.
I went hipster modern.
Like, this is going to be on Hip Camp, so we're going to have a hipster modern log cabin, y'all. Like, we're not doing this traditional thing.
Right.
This is where your punk rocker comes out.
Exactly.
FYI. I see her in there. I see her.
From the outside, it looks like a chic murder cabin. Like, wow, that's a really cool black cabin with honey trim. And then you come inside, it's like grandma's bedroom. It's like, what's going on in this person's brain? It's like, so...
Well, okay, so I do want to just shout out that fact that, like, there's two windows on each of the short sides.
Yeah.
It's a rectangular structure with just a big open room.
Yeah.
Queen-size bed, a little sitting area that can turn into another bed, and some cute sideboards and other little side stuff. And then you were telling me that you got these two other windows on, Facebook Marketplace or something?
Yeah, I made my friend Will drive me to New London with his truck. I have a truck.
Right.
But I didn't want to go alone.
Right. Oh, yeah. Why do that alone?
I don't drive on the highway so much anymore.
Right.
So I get freaked out.
You're like, I do country roads, not highways.
Two-lane Joe.
Right.
To the backcountry road Joe.
Listen, just call me Two-Lane Joe, all right? Like, that's my new name.
Like, if I have to go to Albany, it's breakdown. Like, I just...
So Back Road Joe took a friend with her to New London.
Will McCutcheon, a.k.a. McWillie.
McWillie, love it.
I kind of like poor guy. I make him do so much stuff for me, but he's very generous, and he's a really great friend. I said, Will, I got to go to New London, get these Anderson windows. They're casement windows. They crank out. They're brown on the outside, and I need them for the cabin because we're going to have Amish builder cut custom holes, and we're going to pop them in. 'Cause it's really going to ventilate the whole place. You're not going to need AC or a fan. It's just going to create this giant cross breeze. And they're pretty big. They're like 5 feet by 3, and there's 2 of them right across from each other. And you notice when I opened them up, it was like being on a porch or something.
No, it was amazing. It was like instant cross breeze.
Instant cross breeze.
Instant cross breeze, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's like super like I mean, it's warm out there. It's like 80 degrees or something, and sunny,
nice and cool in here.
And it's like you wouldn't know that. It's just sitting in here. It's like super breezy.
The crosswinds.
The crosswinds. That's right. And then I just want to shout out the Jackery because I think that's so cool.
Oh yeah, that's my mini Jackery. But when guests stay here, they get the big one. It's a giant battery. It's with a handle.
Right.
And a lot of you could charge your phone on the big one. You just put your phone on top of it.
Oh.
It's got a charging plate. They got plugs. They got USB.
Amazing.
12 volt. You could run anything off these things.
Right, because this is all off the grid.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the shower house.
Wow.
Solar powered. We use the generator to get the water out of the well. We use solar powered pumps to get the water out of the tank to the shower heads, and propane to heat the showers. Yeah, Barb and I have, we're not worried for Armageddon.
Right, you're like, bring it on. Bring on the Armageddon. We're prepared. We're ready.
I'm a prepper.
Right. Essentially.
Punk rock prepper.
Oh my God, punk rock prepper. I love it. I love it. Okay, so what's your vision for the future? Do you want to keep expanding the meadows or?
No, I think I'm done. I think I'm good. I think Barb had put the gently the hammer down and said, "That's it.
No more.
No more. There's too much to maintain," and she's right.
Right, you're right. It's just every time there's a structure, you got to repair it or take care of it.
I got to take care of all these, my living room is not doing so great.
Right.
The inside of my house is not so great, but this place is manicured. So the future, is probably when I'm too old to do all this.
Right.
And I want to give a shout out to Alex Glenn, my friend, who mows.
Oh, right.
He loves to mow to get in the zone of Zen. So he's been mowing a lot lately, which allows me to work on these other things.
Right. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Does he bring his own tractor or does he use yours?
He uses my zero turn.
Okay, what's a zero turn?
It's like those, it looks like a modern spaceship. It's got the handles that do this, and you can turn around really fast.
Whoa, you stand on it or something?
No, you sit in it.
Oh my God.
Upright.
You're going to have to show it to me.
I'll show it to you after this.
I'm going to take a picture of that because that sounds amazing.
It's an Aaron's Icon, and it's like got souped up Yamaha motor and sharp blades. And it's like, I feel like, a greenskeeper at a country club.
Yeah, really.
Done. It's like when it gets its weekly cut, it looks like a country club up here.
Wow.
And that's what my friend Jen Sharon said, or one of my friends said, you have the country club of campsites. I was like, yeah, I just need a bar.
And I'm just curious, do you find that people, when they come to stay here, sort of they're choosing this kind of place, I'm assuming, knowing, because that's what they want or what they're looking for. But do you find, do they, I'm assuming people aren't, blasting music.
No.
Right, they get the vibes.
I kind of laid that down the first year.
Oh, you're like, no, none of that.
I'm like, after 10 o'clock, don't blast your radio.
Got it.
Because it is a hill and sound travels.
Yes.
So, and you're fucking with nature. I mean, I have radios in the cabins. I'm not against music.
Right, sure.
But just don't, blast your, RV stereo at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, fair.
And we do rent the place out, and it's the entire place. And I've had a few DJs from Hudson and Brooklyn reach out and say, we want to have a rave there. And I'm like, oh, fuck no.
No.
Those days are over.
That's not, I'm not that kind of punk rock anymore.
No. Back Road Joe says no. I mean, I respect my neighbors, and noise
Sure.
does travel. So the kind of guests we get
Yes.
here, it's like I advertise that like these are private campsites. Each campsite, as you know, because we walked them, are
Yes.
separated by about 1.5 acres or 2 acres of land.
Yes, that's true.
So you can hear people at another campsite, but you don't see them.
That's right. Yes. No, it's really beautiful because you're like, you really have a lot of, you feel like you're here by yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what people want.
Yeah, no, I mean, especially if you're coming up from the city.
Yeah.
You don't want to be around a bunch of more people.
I like to say premium, private campsites.
I love that. Premium private
And
campsites.
that's my life number, 3 PR marketing life coming in.
right. Yes, see, using all the skills.
All the skills.
All the things you did before.
I wouldn't trade this life for anything.
Oh, I love that.
I mean, it's been a lot. As I head into my golden years.
Right.
Not
Right.
to quote David Bowie, but
Yeah. Well, thank you.
you're so welcome, Hella.
I mean, this is like it's like no time has passed. It feels like
It's
just
it's a vortex.
it's right. We're in the vortex. Oh, right. We were talking
magnetic
earlier about the
vortex of the
in
Berkshires.
in the Berkshires.
Yeah.
There's a vortex apparently. It's a very woo situation. So it might be affecting things here. This vortex.
Magical.
It's magical.
Yeah, I love that you came up here and that we had this really cool talk, and I want you to come back and visit.
Oh, I
so
will.
we can do it some more.
I will, because yes.
We don't have to do a podcast when you come back. We can just hang out.
No, I'll just
yeah.
come back and we'll hang out
Yeah.
and do things.
Yeah.
We'll do Back Road Joe things.
Yes!
Because I want to know, like, what does Back Road Joe do?
A lot.
What she's Back Road Joeing?
There's a lot to see.
That's what I mean. I'm like, I want to come back and get the full,
Adventures.
like, local adventures
Yeah.
situation. Like, where are we going to eat?
Oh, so many.
Like, what kind of diner are we hanging out in?
Ah.
I drove by a place. Maybe this is the one you were talking about earlier. It's like white outside with just had a sign that says cocktails.
That's my friend Alex's place.
well, yeah,
and Jack.
Yeah, it was like handwritten, like, and then just all I noticed, like, and I was like, I have to ask Joanna about this. Like, it just said, I think cocktails, dining, and something else. I forget.
So,
It's
very famous, quickly.
Yes.
At one time, that road you're on, Route 23,
Yeah.
used to run behind that building.
Oh.
And it was called Hillsdale Road. And that, a long time ago, was a gas station. And then, I think in the 70s and 80s, it became a real roadhouse. And James Taylor would go and play there after
like a legit
Tanglewood.
roadhouse.
Yeah, legit roadhouse. And it was called the Egremont Club.
Whoa.
And ever since I moved up here, everyone's like, oh, I want to own that. I want to make that a place. So Jack Luber bought it. Alex Glenn helped design it. He runs it with Jack, and it's called Highs Fried.
Oh, I've seen this on your site.
Yes.
Yeah, on your Instagram.
I need to go there. They're not open tonight, but I want to go there for chicken, maybe tomorrow night. They have bingo night.
Oh my
But they
God,
have
this is
DJs from the
amazing.
city and all around the Hudson Valley and the
Really?
Berkshires go in. We have a gay night there on Sundays.
Oh my
It's called
God.
High Tea.
I
Get
love
it?
this. Yeah.
High Tea.
High tea.
At Highs Fried. Enjoy the high life. There's a lot of high jokes.
There's lots of highs happening here.
But the place has this like vibe, and you know I'm all about the vibe.
Yeah.
You go in and it looks retro like it used to when James Taylor played there, and but everything's new, and they make this very light kind of Korean fried chicken style fried chicken with a lot of healthy sides, and they make killer cocktails, which I'm only allowed to have 2.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's all I'm going to say about it. If
Yeah.
you're in the area, you need to go to
Go
Highs
check
Fried.
it out. Okay, well, I drove by and I didn't know what I was looking at, but I instantaneously, like, I knew.
Back Road Joe knows.
The vortex hit me, and I was like, that place is a thing. I know it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Joanna will know what that is
Yeah.
when I mentioned just the sign
Yeah.
being this, like, red. That's all I could. I was like,
Cocktails,
mesmerized.
dancing, and food.
That's what it. Yeah, and I was like, what a great sign.
Yeah.
Just that was amazing to me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll do Back Road Joe kind of things.
Oh, yeah.
We'll like bum around and see the sights.
Yeah.
And visit with people. I will also join you in not looking anyone in the eyes. I'll be like, can we just leave now?
Yeah, I think I rebonded with you when I saw your post about Vegas. I was like,
Oh my God. That was, like, Because the worst part is like there is nowhere to go that's quiet except for your hotel room. But now you're in Vegas and you're in your room. And to get from your room in most of those bigger hotels,
3 hours.
Yeah, in those big
8 elevators.
I'm like, Jesus, like you can't just be like, I'll meet you. No, I'll meet you in an hour.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take me an hour to walk down the hallway, get on the elevator, go, and then find you.
Lobby.
Yeah, it's bonkers. It's bonkers. That place is way too much for me.
I just always think like, and this is how I think. Mm-hmm. Like when you drive into the city and you're heading into the Bronx, you're like, I look at all the tall buildings and I go, how many people are flushing right now? It's like that in Vegas. Or what if there's a fire?
Yeah.
It's just too much.
It's too many things. Anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you'll come back. I'll take you to all the hot spots.
Yes.
You'll stay here. You'll meet Barb because she'll probably be here. And we'll do that.
I would love it. That sounds
Excellent.
like a plan. I'm signing up for it. I will then squat in your A-frame.
What? You don't like the cabin?
No, I do. I'll stay in both. I'll just go back and forth.
Okay,
How about
you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, this is amazing. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
And we shall meet again very soon.
Hella, let's not make it 16 years
No,
again.
we're going to do this a lot sooner than that. That is for sure.
Great.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you again to Joanna. I cannot wait to go see her again and visit with her. I have serious plans of becoming a permanent squatter in the A-frame. I mean, she did offer to build me an outdoor kitchen, so just saying, y'all. And while I'm up there, I cannot wait to tootle around the back roads with her. I mean, can you just imagine the hijinks and chicanery the two of us will get up to? I mean, I certainly can. Okay. All the links to the Upper Shire are in the show notes, so please, if you are looking for a magical campsite north of New York City, do not miss out on the Upper Shire. In fact, I would urge you and encourage you to go right now, hit the link to Hip Camp, book your stay, and just go. Just spend time there. It's beautiful, gorgeous. You won't regret it. Also, Joanna mentioned but could not remember the name of the designer of Central Park. His name was Frederick Law Olmsted, and he did most of his work, including the design for Central Park, with his collaborator, Calvert Vaux. And now for a small request. If you are enjoying the stories that sparkle, please take a minute and pass this podcast on to 2 friends, just 2. And finally, if you have a story you want to share or a topic you would like me to cover in a future episode of the podcast, please leave a comment or drop me a line at hellarator@substack.com, because together we bring light into dark places.